I mean, you don't have to answer me right now. It's not urgent. You can give me any time. Just I born in number 4, and I read Linda Goodman's book, and I in my lifetime I find kind of like very strange connection between 4 and 8 people. Even I do not know them. Even they are other part of the world. I don't even know nothing. Suppose I'm reading a book or watching a movie, and I feel something different, and I do not understand. So I go ahead and read the same book, and then I said, "What is it?" So I go ahead and read the Wikipedia about the author, and then I find out that this type of thing. I'm just giving you one example. So they are either born in number 4 and number 8, and their life, the way their life, the way they born, or they, whatever they are doing, they have kind of like a similarity, like a puzzle. I can't tell you. I mean, it is such a uncanny stuff. I mean, I was sharing with one of my friend, and she did not understand. I can give you one example. Like I was in COVID-19, I was totally isolated, and I was reading the book Rebecca, and there was a movie also in
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, and I found out I didn't read Rebecca when
Mm-hmm.
I was in college, so I start reading, and I read, and then I found lot of like layer after layer, like authors want to tell something, there's something hidden meaning. So I go back and read the Wikipedia of the Daphne G. Moore. She's the author.
Hmm.
And I found this strange. I mean, like I felt like it happened to like any actor, some movie, you are watching, you love the movie, you watch couple of times, and you feel like this actor.
You have muted yourself, Mitaji. You have to unmute yourself. Yes.
So just not now, not today. You can explain any day.
Mm-hmm.
I know there is something. It's number 4 and number 8, like 13, 22,
Hmm.
26. This
Hmm.
number 4 and number 8. Yeah. So
Okay. So are you talking about the numerology, or are you talking
that's
about the angel numbers, or are you talking about Linda Goodman's numbers? I mean, what is it that you want to
it's
ask me?
like I born in October 4, and everything Linda Goodman is the first time I came in contact when I was very little, and from that one, everything is number 4, and it's very strange. People come in contact with me, and how I understand, because I born in India. I have no contact with the Western culture. When I was in India, I exposed here when I came here late 90s. So I didn't know anything about any movie actress here. But when I watch, and I not all the time. So when I go back and see why I am feeling that I had that, okay, they born in number 4 or number 8, and
Hmm.
they have a certain pattern of their lifestyle. Most of them, they usually break the rule. They try to do the good for the society. They're little unorthodox, like similar
Um,
kinds of
yes.
character trait, actually.
Mitaji, whatever you are saying, be it astrology, be it numerology, be it anything, these are basically the sciences. Okay. And
Mhm.
whosoever the author is, whosoever, like Linda Goodman has written a book on different zodiac signs. So
Yeah,
she
yeah.
has, according to her knowledge, she has put that what are the basic characteristics of a person who is born under the influence of a particular planet under this number. Numerology has a different stake because I am a numerologist as well. I have done numerology, so I know that there is a stake, a different meaning of different numbers. Angel numbers also have different numbers, but
Mhm.
I would suggest I will tell you the meaning definitely later on once the session is over, or maybe another
Okay.
few
Yes, yeah.
after some time. But what I would suggest is there's no need to get entangled with these
No,
numbers.
no, I am not entangled. I just find out, like, before I have been studying and I have no time. But
Hmm.
after 2014, I have a lot of time to think. I'm not
Hmm.
entangled. I know.
Yes.
I know that there are a lot of mysteries we cannot solve, and those are not important. I know that.
But
It's just
but you're
questioning.
not but you're not number four. That is
Yeah, I am number 4. I am number 4.
You're
And
not number 4. Because your destination number, your destiny number will be different from your personality number.
no,
Your
then no,
personality.
I born is number 4, and then if you like the birth date and the month and the year are all number 8, number 4, number 8. So all
Okay,
are
Itaji,
number.
I'll just check that. I'll check that.
Yeah,
Your personality
yeah,
number might be 4 because your birth date is 4, but your
yeah.
destiny number will be different. So what
It
happens
can
is
be
when
4 or 8. I check that. It's either 4 or 8.
okay,
And then in Bengali calendar also, I born in 17th of Sravana, I think. So all are 4-8, and even my home number, everything. But that is not. It's just not serious.
yeah,
I'm not. It's just like
yeah.
simple
I
thing.
will
It's
talk to
not
you
important.
about that. I'll
It's
talk
not
to you.
important. It's not important.
Yes, Kinderiji, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you one thing. I usually say, numbers in sync, like 12, 12 or 10, 10 or 4, 4. But recently, since last 1 week, I'm constantly saying 11, 11 quite often. Like today in the morning, I thought that means, suddenly I just looked at the watch and it was 11, 11. When I go to sleep and I just look at the watch and it's 11, 11. I'm not sure. I know that means it is like a sign or something. It's some for message. I'm not sure, but I am not, don't understand much about these things. So I was just wondering, is it message is coming, or I just in my mind whenever I say those kind of numbers. So I have learned somewhere that you have to say thank you, universe, thank you for your gift, thank you for your message, even if you don't understand. Just welcome the message.
See, numbers, basically, when we talk about numbers, these are the universal language, okay, through which the divine connects with us. Numbers is one of the universal languages that we all understand. So that is why mostly the divine signs are always through the numbers, mostly. Okay, so when we talk about one, or one number is basically the number of awakening, the number of, there is something that is divine, which is now going to rise inside of you. But I always tell people, and I always, share my understanding of the numbers always. And
what else can Donald say? What else can Alan Weisselberg
okay,
say? It's political. It's political.
I think there is, yeah, thank you so much, Kinneriji. So what is happening is that when we talk about number 1, it's a number of awakening. It's a sign of awakening. It's a sign that you are on the right path. But whenever I tell people and teach people angel therapies or angel connection, at that time I always tell that these numbers are subjective, the meanings are always subjective. So what they are trying to tell me through this number is subjective. It's for me, it's for the challenges that I'm going through in my life. So the same number might mean different to you. So what you have to do is, whenever such things happen, not only you have to be grateful to that, to the divine, but you have to sit and meditate with that number, and you will get the answer that why is this number coming to you. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the session today, because it's already 9:40 here. So we'll start with the session, but before that, it's when we talk about meditation, it's going to be a guided meditation on 5 elements, and it's going to be a little longer meditation, whereby we are going to invoke the 5 elements. But before we invoke the 5 elements and ward off our stress, anxiety, everything from us, before that, I need to give you some information about these 5 elements. There's a very short information that I'm going to share with you, which I know, which I'm going to be sharing with you. So when we talk about the 5 elements, 5 elements basically, in Ayurveda, which is also a beautiful science that we have got in India. So according to Ayurveda, we have 5 elements which are called as Panch Mahabhutas. And when we talk about these Panch Mahabhutas, according to Ayurveda, these represent the most important fundamental aspects of nature and of matter. And when we talk about these elements, these are space, this is ether, this is space, this is air, this is water, fire, and earth. These are the 5 elements. So I'm going to repeat, which probably you all know about that: space, air, fire, water, and earth. These are the 5 very important elements that we have today, which are basically the building blocks of our material existence. So according to Ayurveda, when we talk about Ayurveda, these if we start observing these elements, if we start welcoming these elements, if we start bringing these elements and understanding these elements, it will help us align our mind, body, and soul. This is what Ayurveda believes as far as these Panch Mahabhutas or these elements are concerned. So, if it is like that, if we try to observe them, if we try to bring them into our lives, if we try to understand them, it will help us get aligned with our own mind and soul. So there are few things, few qualities, I must say, when we talk about these elements, which I'm going to share with you, because when we say that these elements are in nature and these elements are within us, how are they within us? So I want to share that detail with you also. So when we talk about the first, that is the space or the ether or akasha. So when we talk about the space, it is the most subtlest elements that is there, that is present here with us. It is very expansive. It is, you can say, very empty. It's non-resistant. The qualities, I'm talking about the qualities of this element. And when we ask that where is it in our body, how can we find this element in our body? So you can find this element in your body between the two cells, the space between the two cells. So you can feel the space between two cells. You can feel the space between two thoughts. You can feel this ether between the breathing, the breathe or the breath that you take. So this is in your body. The space, the ether is in your body. So this element is in your body itself. Then second is air, that is Vayu. So when we talk about air, when we talk about the second very important element, it is movable, it is changeable, and it is something which is very dynamic. It keeps changing. And when we talk about externally, how can you find this element? We externally see it in the wind, but where do we see it in internally? When we talk about the internal, internally, how can we find it in our body? Then air is in our movement of the breath that we are taking. So this element is very much present in us when we are breathing, when we are taking the prana, when we are breathing. So this is again in our body. This element is very much present in our body. Then third is fire, fire or tejas. So when we talk about tejas or fire, it is very powerful. It is very potent. It is very heavy, and it is very transformative and powerful. Externally, you can feel this element in the light of the sun and the fire also. And internally, when we talk about our body, it can be found in our digestive system. It can be found in our cognitive system or processes, because that is something which is responsible for it. This element is either in your helps in our cognition, or it also helps in our digestion. So this element is very much present in our body. Then the fourth one is water or jal. When we talk about water, it's very cool, it's very smooth, it's very flexible, it's very nurturing, it connects with us. And when we talk about water, what is everywhere, the entire planet, and in fact, even our body is 70% water. So that water element is also present inside of us. Then we talk about earth. Earth, that is Prithvi. She is heavy, she is stable, and she is very constant, and she is very solid, and she is very nurturing. She has love, she has beauty. So when we talk about earth, earth is, it represents all the solid matter and the structure of the universe. It is there inside of us. So when we talk about these elements, if we try to shift our attention from the other material things to these elements, if we try to observe these elements, they are all here within us. So what I used to do is that I used to always invoke these elements at my home. You know, how I did was, for example, when I talk about the space, how I invoked ether element in my home, especially as to do during my the Diwali festivities, as to do that. But otherwise also, whenever I used to feel like invoking these elements at home, so what I used to do, space or ether, if I have to welcome that element, I used to either start chanting, or I used to start listening to the singing bowl music, because that is something which invokes and welcomes the energies of the space, the ether. Then comes the air or the Vayu. So I used to invoke the air element by burning the incense, especially the rose and lavender. So I used to do that, and I used to invoke and welcome the air element in my home. Then third was fire or tejas. Fire or tejas can be done or can be welcomed or can be invoked when we are lighting up a diya in our homes, lighting up a candle in our homes, and we just light it up, and then we invoke that element in our place, in our home, in our abode, so that that element remains, and it keeps blessing us. Then water element can be also invoked. What you can do is, like I do, I keep a pot, or I keep vases there, and I fill that vase or a pot with the water, and then I put certain flower petals in that, and I just keep invoking the water element in my home, in my life. And the last but not the least is the earth element, that is Prithvi. How we can do it? We can just plant a tree outside or in home. If you're invoking, then you can, bring certain plants at your place, and you can keep those plants there at your home. So this is how you can also invoke, or bring the earth element at home. And especially during Diwali, if you are putting a pomegranate, because that is the fruit of, you can say, abundance, fertility. So if you're putting that fruit, that also invokes Mother Earth. So this is my understanding of the element, and this is what I do when I have to invoke these elements, when I have to sit with these elements, when I have to speak to these elements, which is within me and within outside, which is inside of me, which is outside of me. And when I'm invoking them, I feel a lot of difference coming inside my body, mind, and soul, because I feel aligned. I feel my chakras aligned. I feel myself aligned, with myself. So mind, body, and soul, they all get aligned. They get all in one line at that time. So this is my understanding of the elements. And now I'm going to start with a guided meditation. It's going to be a little longer meditation. So if you have the water bottle there, you can just drink up some water, because it is very important that before you take the cosmic energy, you should drink the water before taking the cosmic energy. And after the meditation finishes, you should again, and you must take the water, after the meditation finishes, when your body is full of cosmic energy. So I would request all of you to have a little bit of water, and I want all of you to be in a comfortable state, in a comfortable situation, position. You want to sit in a chair, you want to lie down, you want to do anything. I mean, it's like, it's up to you. And try to be with my voice. And in case if your soul says, no, I want to go somewhere else, that is also okay with me. You can go where your soul is guiding you to go, because the soul is your best friend. And wherever she or he is guiding you, the soul is going to take you there. So, but right now, I would request all of you to be there with me, and just enjoy this meditation, enjoy these words. There will be no music as far as this meditation is concerned. There'll be only just words of mine, and you will be there in the meditation. So I hope you enjoy this meditation. We are going to invoke the elements, and we are going to bring peace to our body. We are going to leave the stress and anxiety, away. So let's enjoy this. At any time, we can fall into the trap of believing in our separateness, not just from each other, but also from every other thing from this earth. But the reality is that we all share the same elements: earth, water, air, fire, and space. So if you're feeling cut off or isolated, allow me to guide you into realizing the interconnectedness of all of us and finding a deeper appreciation for yourself and all there is given and received in exchange between you and all else. As you settle into a seated position, as you are already hearing my words, recognize that you and I are already connected, and I thank you for listening and hearing my words. My intent for you is to feel safe, reassured, guided, but never led on this meditation today. As you sit or lie down, breathe in and feel your spine straighten, lengthen, and feel the space between each vertebrae. Exhale and let thoughts escape. Just inhale and exhale. As the air that escapes and evaporates thoughts and emotions consume your body and mind as it flows. As you feel the air flow, allow it to release whatever needs to go in order to be here, to be fully present here and now. Just give yourself time as you breathe to fully arrive and become present to this moment, to your mind, to your body. Just breathe in and breathe out. Allow the awareness to descend from your mind to your body. Less thinking, more feeling. Just inhale the expansion of your body, and exhale, release any heat and settle more. Sink into the earth beneath you. Just feel the air and energy flown into you and throughout you. Exhale any noise, any emotions you wish to let go. And one more time, in your own time, in the quiet that follows my words. Notice now a new connect to the air. Is it through the feeling of the air flowing? Or is it the sound or exchange of cool and heat? Can you visualize the air flowing And as you engage with the exchange of air around you and within you, you can feel with each exhale that you blow away those thoughts, those clouds in the sky, in your mind's eye. What do you see there? As you breathe, you continue to clear any heavy or dark clouds, representing any dark thoughts or emotions. You can visualize in your mind's eye the colors of gray and white on the general shape of clouds and see it start to change. Shape shifting as you exhale. With every exhale, you send the clouds further away. The thought clear more and more with every breath out and reveals a greater and wider expanse of serene blue sky. Just inhale and exhale. Maybe these clouds represent your stormy emotions, anxiety, depression, loneliness. But each and every time you inhale, you increase the space within you. And every time you exhale, you make more space in your mind, more quiet. Just inhale and exhale. It is so much easier to breathe or simply be with all that you feel, all that you think, all that you are. Just feeling greater and greater calm. And as you watch the cloud disappear, you realize that it was nothing more than a vapor, tiny water droplets. You can imagine them arriving in a dry desert. Whatever was waiting now has purpose. As the clouds start to release a steady, gentle rainfall on this thirsty space, and as every raindrop falls, you feel a steady release of whatever emotions was hanging over you before, as the clouds release the rain into this dry, thirsty earth. As these drops fall, you see the dust imprinted with the shape of each rain droplet, and over time, the cloud release a shower of rain, and you perhaps can imagine the sound of rain falling gently and steadily, and you too can feel perhaps the release in you, Just inhale and exhale. With every exhale, allow the emotional release to have a purpose. See in this space that it is giving much needed water, life to this part of the world, and you can visualize whatever you can or could not release is tears is now easily being released in the clouds. These tears and water has purpose as it activates new life on another side of the world. And soon, new seedlings pushing through the ground, so small at first, so insignificant it seems, but over time they grow branches and leaves, and they continue to grow and grow until they stand as mighty and strong as a tree. Roots grow deeper and tree grows stronger. You too can grow stronger from what once loomed over you, holding you down in anxiety, depression, or some weighty emotion. It is all now released, leading to a new life, new growth. Just feel yourself grow stronger. Feel the growth within you and feel your mind clearer and clearer, bright blue serene sky. And just take a minute here to thank all form of water for every clean glass of water you drink, for the soothing sounds of the ocean. Just breathe in and breathe out. And as you contemplate this earth, you can visualize the entire globe slowly rotating in your mind's eye. 2/3 blue and 1/3 green. Perhaps you see the shape, the gentle rotating motion, the colors, and as you continue to breathe, just feel the air flow deeply into your lungs. It's flowing further as your blood is absorbing the oxygen and ascending everywhere throughout the body, from head to toe, from toe to head. Just feel a unity with the air around you that continues to touch every cell within you. Just breathe in and breathe out. as you feel the exchange of air with every inhale and exhale. Feel the oxygen in every cell of your body. Notice what else you appreciate about the air, the gentle breeze on a warm day. Just inhale and exhale and feel every cell receive the gift of life. As these barriers of separateness start to dissolve in your mind, you now feel your breath, your body even more. And as you feel more and more oxygen and flow of the blood to each and every cell, know that water is not only needed as the greatest component of your body, but also to remove the waste. And what is waste to you? It serves to nourish the earth. There is no waste in nature. You can simply notice now how you can be kinder to yourself and trust that the lesson and meaning will come in time. Feeling greater connectedness with all around you. Just breathe in and breathe out. And as you become aware of the water and the air within you, just become aware of other substances within you too. The mineral, the iron, the calcium, magnesium, which is used by every organ. And all of these elements are shared with every other entities on this earth. All these elements that you have are common with every stone, every tree, every bird, every mammal, every fish, every flower, and every grain of sand. And as you see the globe in your mind's eye, just notice the images of plants, birds, fishes, animals, stone, and minerals. And as you see the earth further and further and see the sun out too, a brilliant bright light, and feel the same gentle heat, that same light within you too, as every cell operates on energy and every atom is firing within you now, lighting up the universe, illuminating your existence. Slowly, you allow these elements to enter inside of you. Slowly, you feel the never ending flow of all these elements: earth, water, air, space, and fire. And with all of this, your energy, your chi, sets this all in motion with whatever intent that you choose. And you become more and more aware of billions of suns that your body contains. Just meditate on how you can direct this life force within you using the guiding direction of prana. How do you wish to honor the life that you have been given? Just breathe in and breathe out. Just feel your awareness of everything around you, above, below, and within you. Just your awareness of interconnectedness, your oneness, the awareness of your prana, life force in flow. Just take a few moments to appreciate whatever you may have gained in this meditation today. And whenever you feel, you can open your eyes and you can come back to your physical awareness slowly and gently. Whenever you're ready, whenever you feel you want to come back to this physical awareness, you can join me and welcome this world with a beautiful smile on your face. You can drink up a little bit of water. Hope you all are here with me. And if anybody wants to share the experience, please do share it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So we can be here in the session again with our physical self, with our this personality, with our beautiful smile. I hope you all are here with me. You're listening to me. If you're still with the elements, that is okay. Thank you, Kinariji. Thank you so much. Yes, Archana. Yes. Please go ahead. Archana, you have to unmute yourself and speak. Okay, so Archana is busy with the elements that she is just invited and welcomed in her body, mind, and soul. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Madhugaru, Ramgaru, if you are there listening to me, you need to help Archana unmute. So, can you please help us out here?
Sharoo, yes, we can unmute.
Yes.
Yes, Archana, please go ahead, Archana.
Hello. Hi,
Yes,
Sharoo.
Archana.
Hi,
Yes,
Madhu.
hi.
Good evening. Yeah. I was involved in the elements, you're right, but like I thought of sharing because I really wanted to. And it
Mm-hmm.
was a very informative session for me today, Sharoo, because
Mm-hmm.
I was not knowing the significance behind lighting the diya or agarbatti or, so this way I mean, today I got a new insight about this thing, that like why we do all these things and what's the just a second. I think I'm called there. So, so it was really wonderful to know like why we do what we do. So thank you so much, like to share the all these reasons or what how we connect to the elements because we all know we have this, but how to really invoke or
Yes.
how to connect. So I just knew about the tree, hugging the tree and all that, but nothing much more than that.
Mm.
So thank you so much for this insights. And these days, and as usual, my meditations are really going great. I It does feel sometimes weird because there's no thought sometimes, and you're very conscious that you're thoughtless. But it's not that I'm visualizing anything or I'm experiencing any kind of physical or anything like that visual effect. It's just that, yes, I'm thankful that I'm thoughtless and I'm aware of that I'm thoughtless. So that means a lot for me, especially from if I recall that those initial days of meditation. So I'm very happy with this, present status where I am, so thanks to you all.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Archana, for sharing your experience. Generally, what
Yeah.
happens is whenever I guide people to meditate with the elements, it becomes very boring for them because not very many people
Mm-hmm.
can connect with the nature. Okay, so when we are
Mm-hmm.
invoking the nature, you have to be very patient with yourself. You have to be very patient with the nature, with the Mother
The
Earth.
nature.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but if we get a very deeper understanding of the nature, these elements, it can do wonders for us. If we start doing meditation with these elements, it can
Mm-hmm.
really, really align our mind, body, and soul, which I have experienced in my life. So, when I started invoking these elements at my
Mm-hmm.
home, in my body, everywhere, when I'm giving thanks to each and every element that is there in,
Mm-hmm.
so it really made a lot of difference. So that knowledge has to be there with the people. But sometimes for people, elements is just the elements, it is there in the nature,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't
Mm-hmm.
want to dwell into that. So
So
then I have.
invoking in a sense, you tell some things or you just be yourself and whatever's there in your mind or heart you speak to the elements? Like, is there any special
Yeah,
prayer
you
or
talk to them.
mantra?
You do.
Huh?
You just talk to
Huh?
them. You talk to
Huh?
them.
Huh?
I talk to them.
Acha.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I talk to
Hmm.
them the way I'm talking to you. I request them to
Got
be
you.
there. I feel the gratitude for them because they are in my body. They're in the planet. They're
Mm-hmm.
on this earth. They are everywhere. So the elements
Mm-hmm.
exist everywhere. So if you are, sometimes in Ayurveda also they say that in somebody's body the pitta is more or the
Huh?
vata.
Huh? Huh?
It's
Huh?
like that. The
Right.
elements are
Right. Right. Right.
you can just talk and you can align these elements just
Hmm.
by being grateful and by talking to them.
Mainly, we need to feel that connection, I guess,
Yes,
right? Like
yes,
you feel.
absolutely,
I would like
absolutely.
to really share this recent experience also with everyone. I don't know, I'm not sure if I've shared in this group, but I'm really not sure. But let me say this, like, recently I have been to Seattle. Like, we had this 1.5 year of COVID time wherein we all were stuck at home. So I went to Seattle with my kids. And the first time I stepped out, I don't know why everything seemed so different. I mean, not the mask thing, leave alone, that thing aside, but I don't know why. Um, Everything seemed to be something different for me, as if like I was feeling that kind of love feeling towards everything and everyone. I don't know why for me it was a little bit weird and strange, but kind of a happiness feeling and uh, किसी को भी और कोई भी चीज को देख के I was feeling that love. I
Mm,
don't know. It was after this 1.5 year or like coming out of the house and 1 year being into this practice of meditation and Sajan Sangatyam and everything. So my perception towards the world and the people and the thing, aeroplane, seat, or just the trail or the, just the water or the butterfly or the plants. I mean, I love being in nature. I'm usually outside, but the the जो नजर होता है ना, what do you call that outlook or the perception or that
perspective.
view, perspective, that was entirely different this time. And I totally owe to this journey which I have been in this last 1 year. I owe all of this newness in me to that journey which I have been doing with you all.
That's beautiful. That's
So I
wonderful.
really wanted to share that also.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this beautiful, wonderful share because it really counts because we get to know that through meditation, slowly and gradually how we are growing and we are evolving. So,
Yeah, and it's so beautiful to feel that way.
yeah,
It's really wonderful. If people will feel that way,
yes,
it'll be
yes,
so joyous, actually. I should say that.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Thank you all.
yes. Thank you so much, Archana. Yes, Usha ji.
Hello, Sharuji.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't wanted to open my mouth. I just didn't wanted to open my eyes as well. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately I thought, okay, let me also speak and ask you a few questions. It was wonderful, firstly. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Sharuji, how do we know or when do we have, when it's like lighting a diya or lighting an incense or whatsoever, how do you know what is kami or whatever? What do you know when you have to do something or you do it whenever you're doing it, you're just talking to it, or how do you do it?
Okay, so basically, what I do is I invoke all the elements. Okay, sometimes I just
Harros, I
yeah,
mean every day in the sense.
it's up to you. It's you have to sit with yourself. You have to sit with the intuition. You have
Mm-hmm.
to talk to your intuition. You have to listen to your intuition. And
Mm-hmm.
once you
Mm-hmm.
start doing that, you will understand that which element is talking to you, speaking to you, and saying and telling you that okay, I want to be there with you. So
Mm-hmm.
once
Mm-hmm.
you start doing that, you will also be able to invoke that particular element in
Mm-hmm.
your home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and sometimes I usually what I do is I invoke all the elements when I feel like invoking all the elements. For example,
Mm-hmm.
during the festival times when the energies are too high, or during the full moon days, or when the new moon is there or the full moon is there, I invoke all the elements.
Mm-hmm.
So because
Okay.
that is the time the energies are too high at that time, and
Mm-hmm.
you can really talk and be with all the elements. So I go on my rooftop, I meditate there, and then I start talking to all the elements that I have within myself and within the nature.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Archana. Yes, thank you, Mrinalini. Thank you, Amita. Thank you so much. Yes, anybody else wants to share or speak or ask anything? Thank you, Muktaji.
Sharuji, if I may, I have one more question, which is
Yes.
definitely, I don't know if it is relevant to our 5 elements or not. Today morning, I was doing a very short meditation, be it like 10 or 15 minutes. And at the last, um, I got a vision, or it's like a vision which I could still remember, that I could see a ladder
Mm-hmm.
going up into the sky, and probably I'm like climbing to reach out to the stars.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a wonderful vision, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what could be the meaning of it, or what it could bring to me in the coming days. So I was feeling very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I had a big smile on my face when I saw
Mm-hmm.
this. And I thought, okay, anyways, I have an opportunity to ask you in the evening. And it just came to me again.
Yeah. So basically, you were happy.
Yes, always.
You were happy, right, when you saw this. So your soul
Mm-hmm,
was happy at that time. So that means it was a happy message, because generally I have been always telling people not to analyze anything, not to analyze
mm-hmm,
anything, especially when the vision is giving you and your soul very a lot of happiness. But since you have asked me, so I share my understanding with you. As far as this is concerned, see, ladder means lot of things.
mm-hmm,
Okay, and you are seeing that you are it's just a staircase that you are climbing, and there are you're just there with the stars. So it is basically, sometimes it happens that we are talking about the soul evolution also.
mm-hmm,
Okay, step by step your soul is just treading on that particular path, it's just moving up. Sometimes it also means connection with the divine. Okay,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
sometimes it means the connection with the nature that you're having.
mm-hmm,
Right
mm-hmm.
now we were talking about the
Yeah.
elements, you know.
Mm-hmm,
So sometimes it happens the divine wants to tell you that, gives you or shows you the future. It's
mm-hmm,
with premonition, like, you will be with the elements. So
mm-hmm,
probably they are also indicating that, because you're talking to the stars, the sky, the ether, the vayu, everything. So it
mm-hmm,
shows you through the dreams and the vision. So there are so many connotations of a particular vision. Now it all depends that what is it that they are trying to tell you. So I have given already 4 or 5 meanings. Now you have to see what exactly it means to you. What is it that your soul connects with? What is the meaning that your soul can take out of this?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, just wanted, felt like hearing another perspective, I would say. As I said, I was happy. I'm still happy. But
Yeah.
yeah, getting your view, or I just wanted to have another thought over it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Shivi. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes.
Hi, Sharoo ma'am.
Yes.
Pavni here.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Pa-
I recognize you with your voice. You have a very melodious voice. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I had a very wonderful experience. Means I felt very peaceful. Actually, I was going into the deep meditation state when you were ending the session. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to open my eyes actually,
Mm-hmm.
but I felt like sharing this. That the session was very wonderful. And when you were speaking with Archana ji, you were telling her that we should feel grateful, and when you invoke them, so we are feeling very grateful towards them. That's what I felt inside. So
Mm-hmm.
I just on that spot itself, I instantly thanked them, all the elements.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly, I felt a change, a movement in my body, in my spine, in my stomach.
Wow.
And there was something, there was a moment as and when I thanked them. Thank you so much.
Great, great, great. Amazing, 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 amazing. Thank you, Pavni Garu. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Thank you so, so much. Thank you.
Thank you for inspiring us to invoke the elements and get connected with them. And
Thank you so much.
you gave us that confidence that when we invite them, and we will definitely get connected to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much. Please don't run anywhere. Everybody is running right now because we are soon going to hear a Kabir song today again. So please don't run, don't, because already people have left. They found the nature, the element meditation, I think, very boring. So they just have run. So please don't run now because we are going to hear Kabir song and it's going to invoke the soul from within us. So it's going to invoke everything which is beautiful. And yeah, please stay with us. Stay with us. Yes.
So, yes, Sharoo, thank you so much. Sharoo, I would like to also tell to our friends about the workshop that you're going to conduct from 5th, which is on Monday till Friday. Friends, Sharoo is doing a wonderful workshop on transcend yourself. So these 5 days she will be helping us and she will be giving us a tips and taking us into meditations and talking so much about how we can like enlighten ourselves or how can we help ourselves. Please utilize this opportunity and share it to your friends also. And I've already posted about this session in the group, and it will be happening at 2 p.m. London time and or 3 p.m. Germany time and 6:30 p.m. India time. So yes, friends, that is one announcement, and we thank Sharu for giving us 5 days of a time and being available for us. So please utilize this opportunity, friends. So yes, so friends, we have to end the call in YouTube. So we have to stop the YouTube streaming. So if you're watching in YouTube, if you're watching us in YouTube, I'll be sharing the Zoom link here in the YouTube, so you can connect to us here, so that you could able to hear the song which I'm going to play. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madhu Garu. Thank you so much. And thank you, Ananya. And thank you, Ram Garu. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody who's listening to me right now. And as Madhukaru said that the workshop is going to be here from 5th to 9th. I'd request all of you to join this because it is going to help you out in the spiritual awakening process. It is going to help you out in many, many ways because it has helped me out. And since all my sessions are the experience sharing sessions, so it is going to be a very interactive session whereby I'll be sharing my experiences, and definitely I'm sure that you will be having so many experiences to share at that time, because once you get to know that what is your spiritual awakening process, are you going through that process, are you going through this, so you will be able to understand your awakening process through and through. It will be a very intense session, especially the inner child sessions are going to be very intense, and it's going to be beautiful and wonderful. So I hope to see you on 5th also. So yes, Madhu Garu, let's begin with the song.